We got our season off on the right foot last episode. We look to continue today. We also have our first cup game of the season against Queen's Park. Chance for a bit of rotation. This is Beyond Blue Brazil. Welcome in. It's been a little while since I've recorded any of this series, but we get straight back into it today like nothing ever happened. What you missed in between episodes was we did take on Aberdeen in the league. We did come away from that fixture with 3 points. It was high drama. We actually played quite well overall. Stats would dictate that we had the majority of the possession and we had the majority of the game, to be honest. Possession was quite close, a percent in it. But we definitely had the momentum in big parts of the game. Think we deserved to win. Aberdeen were tough to break down, and then right at the end, and I mean right at the end of the game, long ball forward, and they gave away a pen. Unfortunately, August Allgreen put it away. So 1-0 win, that keeps us 100% in the league. So, okay, only 6 points, but we needed to get off on the right foot. The reason we had to get off on the right foot, Celtic and Rangers have started well. Typically, the last couple of seasons, we've seen one of them sort of falter early on, but yeah, both of them up for it this year. 6 points out of 6. Only 3 teams to do that in the league, and we're one of them. So, yeah, we got to sort of take it as it comes from there, but happy with the start. We take on Queen's Park first today. It's Premier Sports Cup second round, so good on Queen's Park for getting through the group stage, but a game we must be winning. We won the cup last year. We intend to go quite far again this year. And then a game against Celtic at Celtic Park. Well, that's huge. That is a big one to start us off this season. Yeah. Massive game. Now, hopefully, the players have started to bed in, but hasn't been a huge amount of time in between, the Motherwell game and where we are now. We have made another signing. For 1.4 million, we bring in Alejo Oliveira. I like him. Now, someone pointed out that he maybe doesn't have the pace for a striker. I think he's a very good option as an advanced forward, potentially as a deep line forward as well, because he can pass, has a little bit of vision. Just wanted to add an extra body in that front line. We're maybe now got too much. We're maybe spot for choice. About 5 strikers. Johan Berger was making up a little bit of a stink, so we'll see what happens with him. Another thing I like about this guy is he's very strong. Jumping reach is a big disappointment, but I think we'll get something out of him. Only 22 years of age, so this one, if he works out at all and we get some output from him, we could maybe cash in, possibly. I don't see him as a long-term first choice player, but maybe he can change our mind. No hanging about today, and I think this is the deepest squad we've had, so a lot of rotation going into the Queen's Park game. We start off with Eric Schutt making his debut in goal. Bola's going to play left wing back. Dick Linus is going to play right wing back. We've got Torres and Kamara in the middle. Kamara's going to be that experienced Cowdenbeath head that we're going to rely on to keep that back line in check. Bola's good as well, but injuries and that have sort of broke up his playtime. McLean comes in DLP alongside Dane Murray, another experienced player for us. Waldson, he's young, but again, he's been around a couple of seasons now. Waldson is the box-to-box midfielder. Pedrinho as the centre midfield attack. I'd like him to continue how he ended last season, which is in red-hot form. Johan Berger will start as our advanced forward, and we're going to go debuting Oliveira as the deep line forward and see how they link up. But the only reason we aren't playing McCord is he's actually cup-tied because he actually appeared for St Mirren in the earlier round. So as strong a bench as we've ever had, obviously, but this is because we've rotated that first 11. I still expect it to be enough to go out and win this game. That's where we need to be in our careers now. We have to see ourselves as the best of the rest outside the Old Firm. That's where I want to be, because we have to be there first before we can say that we're going to break up the Old Firm. Oliveira needs a number. We're going to give him number 18. Good that he doesn't want anything like too good. Can't give away number 9s and 10s and 11s anymore. They're long assigned. I'm going to say we should be winning this match. Make a difference. Make a difference. Say it with me now. Make a bloody difference. it's been about 2 weeks real time since I've managed Cowdenbeath, so let's see if I've still got it. Let's see if the Brazilian box is going to do us some favours here. Good start, a lot of possession. Don't mind that. Linus puts it forward Pedrinho. Pedrinho finds Oliveira. Pulls it back to Linus. As much as I'd love to win these cups again, the Premier Sports Cup especially, and the Scottish Cup. Oh, Pedrinho's in, and he's just popped that one past. Brazilian connection, midfield. Walton lays it off to Pedrinho. It's a cutting ball through the centre of defence. Pedrinho is alert, gets on the end of it, and just puts it into the back of that. It's really nice. Oliveira pulls it back to Walton, and then it's Pedrinho who makes the run straight up the middle. Keeper a bit stranded, but we'll take it 1-0. Queen's Park getting a little bit of momentum here. A couple of shots toward the end of the half. Kick it long. Torres, I'm not sure if we'd say he won that header. He certainly didn't manage to keep it in our possession. Evans now for Queen's Park. Go pop that one forward. Bola, good work. Heads it back to Shut, who scoops it up. First real involvement from him in this half. McLean is the DLP we got from Chelsea on a free transfer. I think he's going to be ridiculously good. We just have to sort of like choose when to sort of bed him into the team. I think he's probably going to be better than Ham, but I do like Ham. Pedrinho in behind. He's cracked off the underside of the bar. The bar is still shaking. Unbelievable. He's absolutely smashed that. If it had been an inch lower down, we'd go into the half. 2 goals to the good, and we'd be very happy. As it stands, 1-0 at half time. Not as happy, but still, you know, I'm going to say no hint of complacency. Let's put that out there. Now, Johan Berger instantly got complacent, so I'm going to tell him to go prove himself. I'd like Johan Berger to get a goal here. We want to give him more time. We don't want to lose him. I think he looks a player that could really kick on and be something for us, but he's already wanting more game time than we can really afford him. Oliveira pulls it across. It's landed to Johan Berger. It takes a deflection off one of the players. Pedrinho gets the assist. It's quite kind. I don't think he really meant to knock on to Johan Berger, but just after I'm talking about how I'd like him to kick on and do something, start getting goals and get his morale and his confidence up, he's delivered to put us 2-0 up. Yeah, I mean, maybe Pedrinho did mean it. It looks like the defender had a botched clearance, but we'll take it as it comes. Beautiful. 2-0. Body caught here with the throw-in. I think the big thing that helps us with the ability to do this kind of rotation and stuff now is obviously we've got the Celtic game next, and that is massive early fixture this season because, as I stated in one of the previous episodes, if our head-to-head against Celtic improves, we can start to genuinely consider ourselves title challengers. If we are not able to put up a fight against Celtic home and away and pick more points off them, then they're going to just have that edge on us because they are not going to lose many games that we win in terms of the rest of the league. That's an unbelievable goal. It's unbelievable for 2 reasons. It's unbelievable that he's managed to score that. It's unbelievable what our goalie does here. That is as bad a throw out as I have ever seen. And then positionally, he just doesn't recover. I've got to hope that is an isolated incident for our new goalkeeper. We're going to go balanced here toward the end. I wonder if we make any changes. I'd rather not, because everyone on the bench is probably a starter against Celtic. So I think we try and let these guys see out this game and hopefully complete the victory themselves. Right, Murray. Linus. Interesting ball. Berger, that's an absolutely fabulous hit. Is that onside? They're going to call it back. Ah, my lord. It's a great goal. It's a great delivery here by Linus. But Berger is about a yard offside, according to those lines. Lovely little finish in the near corner, though. Or far corner, I guess, from where it's crossed. Bola now puts it up the line. Berger can get that, and he does keep it in. Pulls it back. Bola now. McLean. lifts it forward. Berger, if he stayed onside, he doesn't stay onside. It looked like he was going to cut that across, put a yard out from the goalie, would have given us a real chance to turn it in. But even with the delivery, he actually gets it off. We didn't actually put it away. Right, Shut. I do not want to see Shut mess this up. I would kick it long because that throw out earlier was quite depressing. Right, Oliveira takes it in his stride. He's put it forward for Berger to finish it. Goalkeeper shows good hands. Gets down early, pushes the ball wide. Set piece. Pedrinho going to take this toward the end of the game. I see Kamara in there. He's an obvious target. It falls to Kamara. He pulls back Pedrinho. Pedrinho Waldson hit it. He's offside. Yeah, I'd like to get out of this game without making any subs, and we do. So 2-1. We got a very good goal early, and then followed up with a decent goal by Johan Berger, but keeper, some madness at the end there. Actually, he was on a 7.0 rating, drops him down 6.4. He did make that mistake, so not a great debut from our goalkeeper. But the important thing is, it doesn't cost us. We move on to the next round. The quarterfinals beckons. Secure the victory through the second knockout round. Now, obviously, we didn't take part in the group stage because we're in Europe again. We haven't had the draw yet for our European game, our playoff game, so I'm expecting that soon. That is going to be a big part of our season. Who do we get? Do we stand a chance? Even if we don't think we do, can we shock them? Because making the group stage would really help us. Right, quarterfinal draw. Who do we want? So Celtic haven't actually gone through yet. They've still got to play Park Thistle. Part of me says I want Hearts. I mean, because Hearts got no, not Hearts. Livingston Hearts still play. I mean, I'd take Falkirk right now. I'd bite your hand off for Falkirk. They're League One side. We get Dundee. That's okay. Dundee have been a tough nut to crack in the past, but yeah, we're a different kettle of fish. I see, can Celtic beat Park Thistle, or will we get another early Celtic farewell in one of the cups? It'd be so funny. They go through. Lame. Hearts also beat Livingston, so that's Livingston gone as well. We actually still have 1.7 million in the bank, but we only have 10 million overall, and given that the board are considering building a new stadium, they're just in the planning stages, I don't want to spend or go through all of our money, so we'll sort of hang where we are right now with facilities and stuff. At least until we get into Europe and get a bit of money. Big game against Celtic coming up now. I think we're going to change one of these to attacking corners, because we typically have used our... If you're enjoying the series today, hit that like button, comment away. How do you think our season's going to go? What do you think of the signings, etc.? And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, why? Right before the game. That can't be a thing. Celtic want Velasco. Not happening. And even worse, Napoli have made a bid. He's interested in speaking to Napoli. I mean, there's no way. Has he got a release clause? 17 million. It's not. I'd rather offer him a new contract. Do I just remove it? I'm happy to pay him 11.75k a month. The loyalty bonus, I can only pay so much. I want more than 30 mil. I want him locked in. That could be a very big moment, so we will then reject this. But if Velasco, if we can get him on a new contract and his release clause becomes 34 million, we probably forget about worrying about Velasco for a while. It feels like Celtic becoming interested is really just to unsettle him before such a big game, and that means we're on the right path. It has to. Joe Kamara fractures his toe. Oh no. Mancisidor as well has gone out twisted knee, so he misses this big game. So that is We're going to be limited for centre-back choices, so we might have to play Torres or maybe Veal or Wheel. I think it's Veal, the German player, the German centre-back. Absolutely not. Reject. Definitely means that we're getting something right if these big European teams are now chasing our player. But I can't give up Velasco. He's so good. he's brilliant. He was fantastic for us last season. Recruitment meetings, etc. don't matter right now. Get a new contract to Velasco. Get him to sign it. And that'll be a very good window for us. Actually, not mad at the window we've had. You know what I've just realised? Did our coefficient go up this year? Because I swear at the end of last season it told us we had to take part in the playoff. I think we're going straight into the Euro Cup group. Yeah, we enter the group stage. I swear, if we go back to one of the previous videos, I swear it said that we entered in the playoff stage. We're straight into the group stage. Lovely. That's way less stressful. Can't wait to get paid for making the group stage. Our previous meetings with Celtic does not stand favourably for us. We will drop to balanced for this game as well. For the Celtic game, I've picked the lineup. I think it's a little interesting because we have brought in a player or two that maybe didn't start our first game of the season that we got to keep an eye on for this. Now, Bates continues in goal, but the coaches actually rate Eric shot after that last game, so we will have to play that very, very, very close to our chest this season, our goalkeeper selection. I can see Eric getting some games in the league. Pedrinho left wing back, Paul Byrne right wing back. There's Dervisevic. I might just call him Big D. I think we're gonna call him Big D. It's his name is absolutely killing me every time. Oh, we'll call him Big Al. That feels comfortably adopted Scottish nickname, Big Al. Torres comes in now. The reason why we've picked Torres over Paul Wheel is Paul Veal. If you know German, help me out with that one. The reason why I pick him is his heading is better. His passing is not great. But 19 years old, French centre-back, physical, is very good. McLean actually gets picked ahead of Ham, and that was another one I was debating over. I think we go full bifter with McLean being our first choice. I just think he looks better on paper than Ham, so we'll see what we can get, see what link-up we get. So he needs more games to really become more comfortable in midfield. Queeley as the defensive midfielder. Alex Scott as the box-to-box midfielder. August Allgreen is in as the centre midfield attack. Oh, the question is, do we play Pedrinho? We keep doing this dance between Allgreen and Pedrinho, and normally Pedrinho wins, but I'm going to start August Allgreen here, and if he's playing poorly, it's a very simple swap. Gordon Johnson back into the lineup alongside Velasco. Velasco, lots of teams looking at him right now. Get him signed to a new contract, and we are laughing. Going in this game, only change we'll make is we'll go balanced, but I don't want to touch anything else because I feel like we're poised for a very good season here potentially. This is not make or break. This is, we have to show something. We have to show some sort of performance here against Celtic because these games matter massively. Now we've had a much better time against Rangers, and Celtic have obviously been the dominant force the last couple of seasons, winning the SPFL, so it makes sense. But yeah, it's time to stand up and be counted. We need some performances, boys. Early on, not a huge amount happening. We do hit the target. Finale. Mateus. Good interception by Pedrinho. Johnson turns. Puts it forward, tries to hit Velasco. They head it clear. They're going to try and turn this into an attack of their own. Now, Gordon Johnson dropping a bit deep out on this, on the left-hand side here. Conte. Oh, I don't like this space. Carbonic. Come on, lads. Defend as a unit. Free header. Every time we play Celtic or play a team in Europe or play Rangers, it is cross to the far side. It gets someone up against our fullback and the fullback loses the header every time. It's not like we've got tiny fullbacks. he's obviously completely outsized there, but it's not like we've got fullbacks who shouldn't be able to at least attempt to win those headers. It feels like every single time it's one-on-one, that cross comes in from the far side, it's a goal. It's brutal. I'm not going to sign massive fullbacks and give up our ability to go forward. So I'm going to say it's time for revenge. Make a difference. Make a difference. Make a difference. And what we're going to do, second half, we're going to come out and we're going to try and play as we've played all season. It's literally been a half of like one highlight, and it led to their goal. So they're well in control right now. What can we do? Our centre back struggling, Johnson struggling. Haven't even seen him. Allgreen's coming off. We're going to take on Pedrinho. 60 minutes. I mean, the time, we're getting absolutely nothing in this game so far. We're going to have to do something. Higher line, higher, add a bit of press, counter press. Be more expressive. Take the ball in the box off. Maybe we can hit something from distance. McLean having a poor game. Everything, all the changes I made have looked like they're coming back to haunt me. Is Waldson there? He's not. It's another free header. This time Bates saves it. I wonder, do I take Johnson off and throw on McCord for Johnson, see if we can get something late here. Bates to the edge of his area. He's going to roll out Torres. We need to get moving, lads. We need to get the ball forward. Big Al to Pedrinho. We're playing on a higher tempo. We're being more expressive. We lose the ball. Scott, Pedrinho, Johnson. We need a very good cross here or delivery. Carbonic intercepts. Welsh just launches it forward. Come on, Pedrinho, McLean. Really, this has to be it. Scott, he's got it. Goes himself. It's a beautiful goal. Alex Scott drives forward, gets us level 1-1. The question is, what do we keep the same? What do we change? Big Al having a poor game. Do I dare take him off? If we do, I think we put Dane Murray in that back line. I'm not sure how that. I think we leave him on. Byrne not having a great time at right back. I'm going to take on Linus. Linus had a good game at that last game. This is where we stand up and we need to be counted. If we can get something here. Time is dwindling. Celtic are going to come back at us now. I go cautious. Oh God. I haven't got a chance to make the changes. Oh, okay. I'm not going to be too... When we lose it, I do want to get back in their face. I just don't want the trigger press. I know this is still quite an attacking way we're set to play these last couple of minutes, but if we go defensive, we're just going to give them a goal. So an away draw at Celtic Park, I'd have taken it at the start. A really nice goal from Alex Scott. The usual stuff from Celtic. Cross from out wide. They had all the momentum, but the key thing here is we avoided defeat. We've got to be happy about that. We cannot say like we should have won that, because we absolutely shouldn't. That works for me. Celtic dropping points is a plus. Us only dropping 2 points against Celtic is also good. I'm happy with that. Elsewhere, Rangers got a narrow victory over Motherwell, which is interesting because we absolutely pumped Motherwell. So a little bit of money goes to Pedrinho's old team. Yeah, I think we got to be pretty happy with that. We sit third in the table, just behind Celtic. Rangers top of the league with maximum points so far and the best goal difference. But yeah, pretty happy we avoided defeat there. I think what we'll do is we'll push on, and hopefully we could do the sports. We could do the Euro Cup draw at the end of this episode. How about that? I don't want to talk about Velasco. I want Velasco to sign that new deal and us to be happy. Oh dear, Pedrinho out 4 to 7 weeks. Now we do have cover in that centre midfield, but he is such a threat to the goal that is going to be a big miss. Barry Pollock, talking about fullbacks. One of the players that does look like they're sunbound. I'm going to offer him a contract, and the reason why is we need to get him out on loan. We need this guy to start developing. Sign the deal, and then once he's signed it, let's get him out. Velasco work permit decision date set. I think that means he signs a new contract, and if he does, we are delighted. I'm pretty sure that means he's going to sign a new contract. Gets that 34 million release clause put into the contract. Signs on for 3 more years. He's by far our best player. We're just protecting assets. We have to protect that asset. 20-year-old Velasco, protect him at all costs. We get 2.9 million for making the group stage. I'm honestly not mad at that. St. Johnstone interested in loaning Johan Berger. An interesting one. They'll pay none of the wages. We've accepted it. Oh, fantastic. Velasco commits his future to the club. Cowdenbeath get 40% of Daniel Big Dan Amsalam's transfer profit. Where's he gone? We'll receive 8,700. No, we got absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Get 325 in installments. That's brutal. Berger's rejected that anyway. That's probably good. I kind of want to keep him in and around the squad right now. Europa League, Euro Cup group stage draw. I didn't see if we're seeded. It looks like we're not. We're not seeded, so we are. We're going to be up against it here. Let's see what kind of draw we get. I'd like to avoid an English team. Or do I want an English team so I don't have to play them early on in the knockouts? I think we'd like to avoid an English team if at all possible. Looking at those groups so far, Group H appeals to me. I like Group H. I like Group E. Group E would be good. E's probably where I want to land right now. Sorry, Group C. Group C every day. I do not want to be in Group D. It's Group C or bust. Oh no! You can't make it up. You cannot make that up. FM definitely listening to me. Tinfoil hat time. That's unbelievable. Well, join me next time when we probably. I think I'm going to move up, and we're going to move up to. Hold on. Yeah, tough group. Hold on. Fixture rearrangements. That's fine. Livingston Livingston approach for Alex. That's fine. Oh, they're going to pay his wages. Absolutely. Accept. Alex can go. What is this? Motherwell are bidding. Motherwell bid 6 million for Paul Byrne. He's not interested. That's good. Wow. Paul Byrne, 2032. Do we need to sign him on a new contract? I don't. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a Scottish club to be targeting another Scottish player. Where have they got that money from? Motherwell must have sold well, but we're going to reject that. Oh, that one caught me off guard. Right, we are going to return for the Almeria game, and probably also we'll do a cup doubleheader. We'll return for the Almeria game. We'll play St Mirren in between, and then we'll play Dundee in the quarterfinal of the Premier Sports Cup. Join me then when we once again go beyond Blue Brazil.